Welcome to the dynamic learning hub of ExcelR at Andheri East. A prime spot conveniently located at just a 5-minute walk from LIC Andheri Metro. In our journey of over a decade, we have proudly trained over 2 lakh students. We have also been recognized by Deloitte, Silicon India, and other accreditation bodies. Experience learning like never before in our spacious and comfortable classrooms. With high-definition projectors and state-of-the-art acoustics in place, we ensure effective learning even to the farthest point in the room. The hybrid mode is a game changer as you can enjoy the benefits of a live classroom from the comfort of your home. Even if you happen to miss any classroom session, you can still attend the same session with the same trainer at the same time at your convenience, maintaining consistency in your learning progress. Wanna get started? Join us for a demo or career chat over a cup of coffee at our Andheri branch. ExcelR. We don't just train, we build careers.
Yes, so the collaboration with ExcelR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives.
The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets.
So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if ExcelR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
It was a great course and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with ExcelR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank ExcelR for being a part of it.
Good evening, all. I hope you all doing well. Guys, is my voice audible? Kindly confirm me on the chat. Yeah, thank you for the confirmation, students. So, Janvi ma'am, good evening.
Good evening, Sushmita.
Yes, ma'am. We'll start for the day. You can take over the class.
Okay. So let me share my screen. Okay. Good evening, everybody. So today we are going to start with the good evening. So we are going to start with the new use case, new project that can be done using new tool that is called Tableau, right? So let's get started. So what is Tableau? Tableau is also one of the data visualization tool. So you can visualize your data using the graphical representation, right? And you can create interactive charts using Tableau as well. Now, again, whenever you are having a data set, right? So in Tableau, the preparation part cannot be done at Tableau. Okay, so the phases goes like this, that you first understand the data, then you prepare the data, right? Once you have prepared the data, you start data modeling followed by analyzing your data. This is what we understood in Power BI. Power BI has one more inbuilt application along with it, that is called Power Query Editor. Using Power Query Editor, one can create the, means one can clean the data, do the transformations on the data, right? While in Tableau, to do the transformations, to prepare the data, there is a tool called Tableau Prep Builder, right? So here, why I'm saying, why I'm first discussing this, because coming to the phases of a project, if you want to start any project, so after understanding your data, you will have to pass your data through Tableau Prep Builder. Tableau Prep Builder is yet another tool using which you can create the transformations, data flows, right? So what phases your data is going through. So first of all, your data is raw and it is going through transformation 1, 2, 3 and all. And this is your prepared data, right? And this prepared data, you can load it to Tableau desktop. Okay. Now Tableau desktop comes in two versions, right? We have two versions for Tableau desktop. One is called Tableau Professional Desktop and one is Tableau Public Desktop. Using the desktop, you can create the visuals. Using this desktop application, you can create the visuals. Now, what is the difference between Tableau Professional and Tableau Public? So, as its name suggests, public is public, means whatever visuals you create using this particular application, you cannot store it on your remote, you cannot store it, sorry, my bad. You cannot store it on your local system. You have to save your workbooks onto Tableau public server. Again, Once you have uploaded your visuals onto Tableau public server, this can be accessible. This is accessible for anybody. They can download, they can access, they can use the visuals, reports that you have created, right? So if at all you are working on open source data, so data privacy is not the matter of fact for you. If you're just working to learn the tool, that is Tableau public, is Tableau product, right? So you can use Tableau public, okay, which is also free forever, right? You can install onto your system. That application will be on your system, but the saving thing, whatever you save, it's not locally available. Then comes the paid version of Tableau. This is Tableau Professional Desktop. Of course, it has got more data connectivity options and more more number of data sources with which you can connect to. Also, it is paid. So in industry, of course, they don't want their dashboards or visuals or reports or data to be accessible by everybody, right? So in industry, they work with Tableau Professional. Both of the tools has almost similar kind of functionalities available. Basic functionalities are similar, but Professional is having few more features that I already explained. So once you have created the visuals using Tableau Desktop, now you want to share. So if you are using this Professional Desktop, you can share your visual on your private server, right? So this application is Tableau server application, which is same as your Power BI service, right? So private server, and you can upload your work on this Tableau server, which is private to your organization, and only those who has been given the access account may be able to access your visuals. While now you want to share, right, your visuals, right? So there is one more server, again Tableau server, but this is Tableau public server. So it will be uploaded onto Tableau public server. Once your visuals are uploaded on Tableau public server, then everybody can access it. Anybody and everybody who is having the information about your account can access it, right? So here I have introduced you to the important tools that that you are going to use while doing your project work. Okay, so Tableau offers few more tools, applications. So I already explained you Tableau Desktop. So Tableau Desktop is a developer's tool which is used to create the visuals, dashboards, and stories. Tableau server is used to publish and share your data with another others. Tableau server can be means public server is like public server. You just have to create an account on it, and whatever visuals you are going to save, uh, they are accessible to everybody. Well, this Tableau server, it's standalone application, that is Tableau private server. So anybody and everybody who has the permissions of accessing your visuals or accessing Tableau server will be able to access. Okay. Then you have this Tableau online. So again, whatever you can do with Tableau server is present in Tableau online, but Tableau online is cloud-based platform. and all the management and security related thing you as an organization not have to take care of. So you are using the service, right? And it is paid service, and whatever management and security related concerns are will be taken care by the Tableau itself, right? Tableau organization itself, right? Salesforce. So this application is Tableau Online, which is a cloud-based application. Cloud-based application, right? You just have to log in, and they would you will have to pay for using the service. Okay. Tableau Prep Builder, I already told you, it is an ETL. If you want to do ETL activities, right? It is equivalent to your Power Query editor, right? If you just want to compare, right? And there comes one more product that is called Tableau Reader. So Tableau Reader is just for viewing other works. You cannot create any visuals using Tableau Reader. So only if you are someone in the team, or if you are manager or CEO or MD that just wants to view the dashboard and stories and visuals and take up the data driven decision. So you don't need any of this tool. You just need this tool, that is Tableau Reader, and you can view the work. Okay. So based on what are your requirements, based on what is your requirement, you will install one of this product, right? So we are going to work with Tableau Public. Okay. And let us get started. The project that we are going to work on is the sample superstore. The sample superstore is, just give me a minute, I'll show you the data set. Sample superstore is a data set, right, which is having the information related to the orders placed by the people, right? So orders placed, whatever orders placed by customers. So we have the columns or fields like row ID. Row ID is just sequence number given, order ID. So a particular order, what is the ID of that order, the date on which order was placed, the date on which this order was shipped, the mode by which this particular order was shipped. Just give me a minute. The mode by which this particular order was shipped. Okay. So there are modes like first class, same day delivery, second class, standard class, right? So this particular order, that is CA 2021 152 156, was ordered on this date. It was shipped on this date. It was ordered by this particular customer, right? It is ordered by this particular customer, and this was the shipping mode, that it was shipped by second class mode, and this is the name of the customer, right? So this is the order related information. So this product, right? So this particular product, the customer, sorry, not the product, the customer belongs to which segment? So there are three segments. The customer belongs to this consumer segment, corporate segment, or own home office, right? So the customers belongs to consumer or corporate or home office segment, and the order was placed. So there is only one country, that is United States, right? So here we are able to understand that country is not required, because anyway there is only one country. Row ID might also not be required. Why? Because this is just a serial number. Serial number not required. Why would you require serial number to do any kind of analysis, right? So we may just discard that. So in this particular country, whichever city the order was placed, state in which order was placed from, postal code, and whole the whole geographical area where this particular superstore outlets are is divided into regions. So it is divided into 4 regions, that is central, east, west, and south. Okay. So this is not physical geographical location, actual locations. Rather, this particular outlets are divided, and this outlets are divided into 4 regions, right? So this is like companies own bifurcation, right? So central, east, south, and west. Then this is the ID of the product. The product, which is this particular product. So product's ID. This is the name of the product. So this product is this name. The product's ka ID is the name, right? So ID is this, and this is the name of the product. Now this is related to the product. That product belongs to which category? So we have few categories like furniture, office supplies, and technology. So the product belongs to furniture category or office supply category or technology category, right? Then subcategory. So furniture में कौन सी subcategory? So furniture में there are multiple subcategories. So each and every category is further divided into subcategories. Right, I already explained you that this is the name of the product. Okay. Followed by this, what do we have? We have the sales, the amount of sale done for this particular order, this particular product. This particular product was bought in what quantity? 2. What is the discount given? So discount percentage. So no discount was given. And what was profit? So this was the profit. So I believe data set is clear to everybody, guys. Let me know. I believe we are clear with the data set. Yeah, can you guys give me confirmation from your end? Okay. So this is about the orders. Then we have one particular file that is worksheet in Excel that is called people. In people, we have the information about kaun se region, which region, who is the regional manager. So in West regional, Sedi is the regional manager. East में Chuck is regional manager. So this kind of information is available here. And in returns, so you are able to see that in returns, let us just convert it to the table. So in returns, returned only there is one data value, that is yes. So whichever orders are returned, we have the order ID here, right? So our data source includes 3 particular worksheets: orders, people, and returns. Okay. So this is like we have just got the glimpse of our data set, how our data set is. Then let us get connected to the data set, right? We are going to use Tableau public. Okay. So Tableau public, this is the first page, first window that you will get once you open your Tableau application, public application. So this is called your connect pane. On connect pane, these are the different data sources with which you can connect to. So you can connect to files, which kind of files? Excel, text, JSON, you can connect. And there are few more options to server, right? So you can connect to this many servers as well, right? There are not many options when you are using the public version. But if you are using professional version, there are lots, almost all data source with which you can connect to. Okay. So now we already know that our data source is in Excel. So we are going to click to the data source, and we will just navigate to the path where the data is. So it is available here. sample superstore, click on open. Once you do that, you have been connected to the data source, right? So this is the name of your connection. Just give me a minute, I'll set this. Here what you are able to see, this is the name of your connection, even if your file was in a different Excel sheet. So I'll just give you the demo of the same. So in sample superstore, we have 3 worksheets. Maybe we have another worksheet also in which we have the data, right? So maybe let us take up HR1 just for the demo purpose. So now you are able to see that we have got the worksheets across multiple sources, right? So you can connect to multiple sources as well, right? As many sources as you want. Okay. So this is your connection name. From here, you can add a new connection. From here, you can add new data source. Right. So in the sheets, because you have been connected to the Excel workbook. So in the sheets pane, you will get all the worksheets that are available in your Excel workbook. So we already know we have orders, peoples, and return. Right. Now, this particular page, this particular window, I should say, will be further divided into 2 parts. Right. So this would be called your layers pane. And this will further get divided into 2 parts. This will be called as your metadata pane, and this will be called your data preview pane. So the layers pane is used to combine data coming from multiple sources, right? So you can use this particular area to combine your data, right? So next phase is what? Combining your data. Here, Tableau does not give you basic transformations you can do. Advanced transformations, you will have to use Tableau Prep Builder. So here, we are assuming that our data is clean. We have transformed the data using Tableau Prep Builder, and the data is clean. Okay. So next phase, we will be doing data modeling. Okay. So once you add your tables here, you will be able to see the preview of the data here, right? And information about the data in this particular pane. Okay. So let me just drop only one of the worksheet. So orders, let us drag and drop it. Simple, drag and drop. So now you are able to see that this is one particular table. This is the preview. This is the preview of a data. And this metadata pane means what? The information about data. So data about data is called metadata. Information about the data. Correct. Let us try to explore this a little bit. So here what do we have? So we have taken orders. This is just connected. We have connected to orders, people, and return. And here, once it is connected, you want to now combine, right? Multiple tables. So here you will have to drag and drop it, right? To make use of it. So here what information we are having? First information, that this is the logical orders table in which there are 21 fields. 21 fields means 21 columns and 9,994 rows. So almost 9K rows, right? Then from this 9K rows, we are able to see first 100 rows. Even if you see first 2 rows, so these are the first 2 rows. So here you can set the preview as per your requirement. By default, it is first 100 rows, right? So what are these first 100 rows? So these are the first 100 rows. This is preview of the data. So in the preview, you are able to see that we have this orders ID, order date, ship date, whatever we already saw in the workbook, Excel workbook. So you are able to see first 100 rows here. Okay. So this is your data preview pane. This is your metadata pane, right? So in metadata pane, you are able to see the information about the data, right? So you are able to see that row ID. What is the data type of row ID? So numeric. What is the data type of order ID? ABC means text. What is the order? No, sorry. What is the data type of order date? So it is a date kind of field, right? And it is physically, this is physically present in which table? So orders table. What is the remote field name? So remotely, what is the field name? So the field name is row ID, right? So because this is information about the data, it is called metadata. So this is metadata pane. Okay. So let me know. Are we clear up to this, guys? Hello, everybody. Are we clear up to this? Can anybody please confirm you are able to understand? Yeah. Acha, Shiva Kumar, what is mode? I'll explain. Mode mean median. Give me couple of more minutes. Afterwards, I'll explain. Yeah. Chalo. So this is right preview and all. Chalo. So what I am going to do is let us do few transformations, few basic transformations that you can do here. So what we will do is this particular thing is acha. Let us first understand the data types. Data types available in Tableau. So numeric, numbers, right? Numbers is numeric. So this is the visual clue. Hash is the visual clue that this is numeric data. So you are able to see row ID field may all the thing is numbers, right? So Tableau will, based on few first 1,000 rows, it will identify what is the data type of this field. So numeric. Here you are able to see this is text. So then we have text, right? So string kind of data values, visual clue ABC. Then if you have orders, sorry, dates. So this calendar is the visual clue. Calendar, it's something like this. That it is of type date. You have one more, date and time. So date and time will have this calendar as well as clock with it, right? So this is the visual clue that this particular field is having information about dates as well as time. Okay. So ship date is also date. Then orders date and everything is text, text, text. But here we have this. So if I show you, there is one more data type that is called geographic data type in Tableau. We have one more data type called geographic. So when you have valid locations, region, country, state, airport names, location names, valid locations, then Tableau will identify them as geographic data type. So valid locations. So globe-like icon is the visual clue that this is geographic data type. Okay. Then there is one more that is called Boolean. Here we don't have anything like that. So true and false. Right? So what are the different data types available in Tableau? So in Tableau, these are the different data types available, right? So ABC, numeric, date, date time, Boolean, and geographical. Okay. So here it is the visual clue, right? That this is of this type. Okay, fine. Next, what we want to understand. So here in each and every field header, you are able to see what? First, that this is the data type. Second, it belongs to which field? This field belongs to which table? This is for sorting. So you want to sort the data ascending, descending, or data source order, right? Three. You just have to click that button, right? So you can do ascending, descending, or data source order. Then you have this inverted triangle drop down from which you can rename this column. You can copy the value of this column, first 100 rows, because we have for now 100 rows. Copy value to somewhere else if it is not at all required. Row ID, we are not going to do any analysis using row ID. You can simply hide it. You can create the aliases, describe calculated field group beans. I'll show you. And you can click on describe as well. So to get the statistical information about this particular field. Okay. So for example, let us do the basic transformations. So only those transformations which are available here you can do, right? So row ID we will hide because not required for analysis. Then order ID, let us keep it as it is, right? So in this, then what we are going to do is this United States. Let us create the alias. Rather than using United States, we will just use US, right? So click on OK. Even if you want to hide this, you can hide, right? So I'll hide also, and then I'll show if the charts are not getting created correctly. We might want country. So at that time, we will unhide it. Okay. Then what all transformations you might want. So you might want to just split the order ID, right? You might want to split this, and this in three different columns. So you might want to do split. Custom split means you can customize your own split. Split means it will do the automatic split. So once you have done this, right? So next you will be able to see the order ID is splitted. Order ID 1, 2, and 3. You even want to rename. So this is, so just rename. So this is maybe it belongs to which country ID, right? Then this might be like order year. This might be actually the order ID, right? So new OID. So if at all there is some data which is accumulated over something, so what you might want? You might want to split it. So you can split it. Okay. For example, these are not required fields, so you may drop them as well. So I'll just delete it because actually we don't require this. Okay. Then, for example, you want to describe. So let us see category. So click on describe. So this is the information about the category. And you can see there are three members in this: furniture, office supplies, and technology, right? So this is the information, right, to describe the fill. What else do we have here? This is the setting button, right? You can sort, you can show hidden fields. So whichever fields were hidden, you want to unhide them, you can unhide them again, right? This field was also hidden. You want to unhide them, so you can unhide them. Got it? Again, if you want to set it again, so in aliases, you just want to click here and you want to clear the aliases, you can clear the aliases as well. So I'm undoing everything just to show you that what you ever want to apply and discard as per your requirement, you can do that. Okay, so show hidden files. This is sorting. So this is vertical sort, right? Like this. Horizontal sorting you want to do. So you have to use sorting based on field. You have to use this sort. Sorry, this sort, right? And now you want to sort the fields position like this. So you can use this sorting, right? Not required. Data source ordering is fine with us. Okay. What else you can do? You are able to see here, this is your data source. The whole data, that is your 9K plus rows, are coming up here for your next window where you are going to create the visuals. So this is the window at which you are. So you don't want to load all 9K records, right? What do you want? You want to analyze only a particular region or particular product or a particular category, subcategory. So you don't want all data. Maybe you are currently working with South region. So whenever the data is coming up, you just want for your report South data. So on the data source itself, you can add the filter. So here we can add the filter for region. So what filter you want? That region has to be only South, and click on OK and click on OK. So now you are able to see how many rows are loaded. Out of 9K, only 1K plus rows are loaded. So you will work with only 1K plus row. So in the backend memory of Tableau, not all rows will come up, only 1K row are there, and you are analyzing the data, right? So this is how you can filter from data source itself, right? If you want to remove or edit, so you can click and remove the filter as well, right? So this filter is available. Okay. So basic transformations done. Once these transformations are done, what you might want to do, preparing your data is done. Basic, whatever you wanted is done. So what you might want to do, you want to do the data modeling. You want to combine these three tables together so that you can use people may say the regional managers information as well. Then returns may say whichever orders are returned, you might want to scan the returns, who returned it, how many products the particular customer returned. You might want to do this kind of analysis. So first of all, you will have to combine your data. Okay. So guys, let me know. Are we clear up to this, everybody? Hello, can you please confirm from your end? Do we have any queries till now? Let me know. Are there any queries from your end, guys? Okay. Okay. Nice. Thanks for the confirmation, Sairaj. Shiva, Vidya, thanks for confirming. Okay. So now you understand that in Tableau, there are different techniques. So data combining techniques. So you can create the relationships, right? You can create joins. You can do data blending, or you can do union. So when and how, when you should use this. Okay. So joins will create physical relations between the table. Means there are two or three tables, they are connected, and physically one table, right? They are combined physically, and there would be only one table, right? Which is the combination of this three table. And then you will be able to use it for the visuals, right? Then array. When you want to combine your data logically, so there is no physical combination amongst the data. Using the common field, you have created the link between the tables as good as data modeling in Power BI. And now whatever analysis you want, logically, if you want it from here, it will look for here. Relevant data you want from here, it will look for here using the common field that is available, right? So logically, the data tables are combined. Blending also is logical, but now the data source is different, right? When you have data source, different data source and different aggregation level for the tables that you are going to connect. So maybe one is coming from SQL, one is coming from your Excel, and one is CSV. And now you might want to create the visual. You might go for blending. So different data source, different aggregations, level of aggregation, right? The information that this file is containing is aggregated at different levels, right? So when your data source is heterogeneous, you might want to go for blending. All three of this combines your data horizontally, like this. Union, when you want to combine your data like this, vertical combination, right? So this is the table, this is the table. You want to combine it like this, which is also physical combination. But you want to combine it like this, then you can use union. So these are the four major data combining techniques, okay, available in Tableau. So here I'll just give you the glimpse of join and relationship. So now when I double click on these orders, you're able to see this is completely different view now. Means you are at physical layer. If you just close this, you are at logical layer, right? So this is logical layer. You double click, you are now at physical layer. Now you drag and drop your people. So this Venn diagram shows that only common fields between these two is taken up. If you just click on here, you are able to see region and region is used and the type of join. For example, this inner join is destructive join. Few data might get lost. So you might want to use full outer join. So you can use full outer join. Even you want to add another field name, right? So because region and region field name is same, right? Orders maybe name is region, people maybe name is region. That's why it is able to identify. So if the names were different, for example, region and here only REG. So you have this drop down, right? And you can just click on the field which you want to use as a common field. Okay. So this is your physical join. Now, for example, you want to combine returns as well, right? So there is no common field between returns and people, right? Orders on returns, there is a common field. So now you can do this. Okay, again, full outer join using the common order ID. This is done. So this is your resultant data model. Data model using data combining technique that is called joins. Join. Okay. So yeah. Now I'll show you relationship. So let us just remove this. To remove, you just have to drag out. Okay. So now you just drag and drop your orders. You're already at the logical layer. You don't have to double click. So now you just drag and drop, right? So this noodle like link is called link, right? So this is logical link between these two table, and you drag and drop this. Done. Data model. Relationship are way more flexible than joins. Why? For that, we will have to take up many topics. So we cannot cover that. But yeah, relationships are the most flexible way of combining your tables. So yeah, that's it. The second phase, that is combining your data. So data model is ready. Are we clear, guys? Everybody, let me know. Are we clear up to this? Yeah, hello. Okay. Okay, Lakshmi. Thanks for the confirmation. Vidya, Sairaj, Shiva, thanks for the confirmation. Okay, chalo. So if there are any queries, you can drop it in the chat box. Fine. So the data model is ready. Now what do we want to do? We want to start analyzing our data, right? So here, if you are able to see, this is go to worksheet. So there are multiple icons, right? I'm deliberately drawing it like this, right? So there's something like this. This is creating new sheet. This icon is for creating new sheet. Then something like this icon to create new dashboard. Then you have this book like icon, right? This for creating new story. Okay. So what is sheet, dashboard, and story? Let us understand. Sheet means one visual, one page. Unlike Power BI, on one page, you cannot plug multiple visuals. Unlike Power BI, you cannot plug multiple visuals on one sheet. Only one visual, one report, one analysis. Okay, that is one sheet. Dashboard. You can plug multiple sheets on one place. This one place is called dashboard, right? So this is called dashboard, right? What is story? For presentation and storytelling about your insights, what you can do? You can plug multiple visuals and multiple dashboards together is called story. So in Tableau, you can create sheets or dashboards or worksheets, as many number of sheets, dashboards, and worksheets that you want to create. One project might have all of this. So this is your project file, right? And this whole project is called Tableau workbook. The file extension of Tableau workbook might be .tbw, tbwx, right? This Tableau workbook will have only visuals. This Tableau workbook is like your zip folder which is having visuals along with data, right? So let me know, are we clear up to this, guys? Everybody, hello? Okay, nice. Thanks for the confirmation. Okay, so let us just navigate to the next window so that we will be able to create the visual. So go to worksheet, click on the sheet 1. So this is your Tableau developers first window where you can create your visuals. This is canvas where you will be able to see the output, right? These are different shelves. So we have filter shelf, page shelf, column shelf, row shelf. This is marks card. On marks card, we have color shelf, size shelf, text, detail and tooltip shelf. This is your data pane on which you are able to see all 21 fields are there. Right. There is one more pane that is called analytics pane. We'll see that later on. Okay. So this is your show me pane. On show me pane, you might have the suggestions how and which visuals you should create using the fields. And you can use this show me pane to create the visuals of your choice. Now, next thing you must understand that all fields, all 21 fields in Tableau is divided into two. Either they are dimensions or they are measures, right? So, which fields are categorized as dimensions? So, all the fields which are discrete in nature, they are explanatory, categorical, right? And they can be aggregated only using aggregations like count or distinct count. All those are dimensions. Visual clue that it is blue in color. You are able to see this. Category, discrete, city, discrete, order date, discrete, product name, discrete, region, discrete, right? Is having labels, discrete labels. Measures, which are continuous in nature, which are not categorical. Probably they are numeric and you can aggregate them using sum, average, min, max. So you are able to see this. The visual clue is they are green in color. Discount, profit, quantity, sales and orders count. Right? Green in color. Okay. So this is the basic description of Tableau. So here I'll take 1 or 2 minutes. If you have any doubts till now, let me know. I'll address. Else we will start with the project work. So there was one query from a participant. Let me just go through this. Yeah. Shiva, what is mean and mode? So mean, median, mode are central, are the measures. These are the measures of central tendency. right? Central tendency. What is the central tendency of a particular field, right? So for example, you have something like this, right? So marks field, 10, 20, 10, 30, and 50. So mean would be what? Mean means average. Average is central tendency. On an average, how is the behavior in terms of marks of a class? So what you will do? 10 plus 20 plus 10 plus 30 plus 50 divide by 5, right? So this is your mean. Whatever is the output is your mean. What is median? Median means central number, center, middle number. Let me write down middle. Right? So step 1, the data will be sorted. So 10, 10, 20, 30, 50. Which is the middle number? 20 is the middle number. So 20 is the median. Right? Then we have mode. So when mode means most frequent. Right? So here, which is most frequent? Frequency. 10 is coming. 10 is coming 2 times. 20 is coming 1 time. 30 is coming 1 time. 50 is coming 1 time. So which is most frequent? 10 is most frequent. So 10 is your mode. Generally, mean and median are used for numbers. Mode is used for categorical data. So which is the most frequently coming up data? So for example, you have grade. So grade A, B, A, C. So which is the most frequent grade? So A is coming 3 times, B is coming 2 times, sorry, 1 time, and C is coming 1 time. So what is mode? A is the mode. So output of mode would be A. Okay. I believe we are clear now, Shiva. Did I address your query? Are we clear on this? Okay, nice. You're welcome. There's one more thing. When should you use min? When should you use median? So when outliers are present, you should go for median, right? Maybe subke marks, something like this we have. So 5, 2, 3, 1.5, and suddenly this person got 100. So now if I say, what is the average? So average would be 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1.5 plus 100. So because of this 100, the central tendency of data is incorrect. Not correct, right? You will not get the correct. Let us check this. Very interesting. So 1.5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus 100 divide by 5. So what we are concluding that central tendency is 22.5. So on an average, सबको 22.5 marks मिले. On an average, everybody got 22.5 marks. Is it true? Guys, you can drop the messages in the chat box. Is it true? Is it true? Is it showing the central behavior of your data? No. Only because of this person, which is an outlier, extremely high or low from other data points, right? So, not correct analysis. Here, what you will do, you will find out the median. You'll use median to impute null values use case. So 1.5, 2, 3, 500. Median is 3, much closer than 22.5. So on an average, people have got 3 marks. Are we clear on this, guys? Let me know. Hello, everybody. Lakshmi, mean, median, and mode. Why do we use statistic? What is the use of statistic? Yeah. For example, you want to do, you are analyzing your column, right? So, for example, there is a column called marks. Marks, we cannot impute wrong marks, right? But for example, there is some data, right? Where you have the missing values. So, missing values, how will you impute these missing values? You cannot just impute anything, right? So, what you might want to do? You might want to impute some value which makes sense. So, any random number you will not put. So, standard is what? You can use central tendency to impute the null values. But then you have to find out, to impute this null values, should I go for mean or median? So then you have to take the decision whether outlier is present. To check whether outlier is there, you have to create a box plot or a scatter plot. If you are able to identify that yes, there are outliers, you cannot use min to impute null values. You might have to use median. At the same time, if you want to impute the missing values, right? And this time, you again plotted the box plot or scatter plot. You are able to identify there are no outliers. Go for mean. So this is the role play. Lakshmi, clear? Okay. Shiva, shipping mode means how it was delivered. Express delivery, slow delivery, fast delivery, kind of. Got it? Okay. So I believe, guys, we are clear. Everybody, let me know. Shiva, are we clear on this? What about others, guys? Chalo. Now let's get started with the project work, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to create an operational sales dashboard. So this particular dashboard, our goal is to create operational. So we want to keep monitoring our sales, how the sales is, sales and profit. Let us take up both sales and profit. So we want to keep monitoring our sales and profit. So how is the sales and profit across different region, country, state, product, customers, profitable, non-profitable. We want to create these operational dashboards. Okay. So let's get started. How to do? Let us first just create a simple visual. I'll show few customizations on the visual and then we'll start. Right. So for example, you want to see what is the category wise, subcategory wise sales. So you select show me pane. You want this side by side or you want this, yeah, let us not take side by side. Okay, chalo. So category wise, subcategory wise sales. So you are able to see each and every subcategory in different pane, right? A better approach, what you can do is category wise, subcategory, like you can do like this as well. And sales, right? And we will use entire view. So this is category wise subcategory sales, right? And this particular sheet is showing us okay. Now what we will do is we will just format this a little bit. We don't want the grid lines. We want the columns. So we will just select all the columns. We will just select all the columns. We will just select the entire view. So this is category wise subcategory sales, right? And this particular sheet is showing us grid lines. So in the lines, we will do none, right? And then font, if you want to change the font or do the formatting or add the background, right? You can use this particular pane. This is the format pane. From this, you can change everything, right? So I want to change first the title. So edit title. So this title would be your Tableau bold in well middle aligned, right? Click on apply, click on OK. Okay. Then we want to turn on the data labels. So we have the values here, but we want this in terms of K, thousands, right? More intuitive. So let us change this. So sum of filters. Now we want to format this on the pane. We want it to be customized and it should be in terms of K. It should also have the prefix dollar. So we will add the dollar as an prefix. Okay. Now, when we have this already available, we don't require this primary y-axis. Let us hide it. So we will hide this primary y-axis. Okay, now what do we want? We want each of this subcategory. So furniture, all furniture in one color, or office supplies in one color, all technology in one color. So to do this, to change color size label, we have to use this marks card. So what I'm going to do is furniture, category ko drag and drop in the color shelf, right? So this is how one category in one color. For example, you want to apply a specific theme. We want to apply a specific theme. So we will click on add color. These are the different themes available, right? Assign palette, right? These are the different themes available. Okay. So these are different themes, right? You can choose different color as well. Got it? Once this setting is done, let us hide this card. So this is it. Okay, so this is category wise subcategory sales. We also want to add a reference line, overall reference line, right? So on the analytics pane, we will add a reference line. Right? So here we want to set that for entire table. So what should be the label? So average to दिखना ही चाहिए. We will have the computation and what is the value of computation. So we are able to see the average of the whole data set is this. Okay. Now, for example, we want to add one more line, right? Reference line, but for each and every pane, right? So that we are able to understand the overall data set, say how much average is up or down for a particular category. So here also we will do the customization like this. So here what we are able to understand that furniture category overall average is less than furniture's average. Office supplies average is less than overall average. Technology's average is more than overall average, right? So here you are able to understand the central tendency of category and in each category, subcategory ki central tendency. And to make your visual more insightful, we have added this type of reference lines. Okay. So this is the category wise subcategory. Category wise subcategory sales analysis. Okay. Next, for example, what do we want to analyze? We want to analyze that what is the sales trend, right? So here we will use the order dates. And this would be continuous month because we want to see overall trend from the starting of the data. And we will drag and drop the sales. So here we are able to see the trend of sales. Though it is very fluctuating, very much fluctuating. We are not able to find out trend, whether the trend is growing or decreasing trend. We are not able to identify. So let us first do the basic customization. So this is sales trend. Right? So again, we will just discard the grid lines. Okay, we will discard this as well because we just want to we just want to see the trend. Okay, and now we will include the trend line as well, right? So yeah, we are able to see trend line is not very steep, but growing, increasing, have a slant, have a slope, but increasing gradually, right? So not bad. So here we are able to see the sales trend. Okay, so whatever formatting you applied here, you want to apply the formatting on this as well. So you can do this, right? Not much because this is external things that you added, right? So only this formatting, that is formatting that you do here, this formattings will be applied. But line, there is no such formatting. So let us just format this title. So again, this is Tableau bold, and here we have 12 middle aligned, apply, okay. So here we are able to see the next KPI, that is, this is how the sales trend is. Okay. Then we want to find out how is the contribution of sale, means contribution of each and every region in the sales, right? So again, I had told you, when you want to see the contribution, something like that, you can use the pie chart. I'll show you simple pie chart, then I'll create a donut so that you are able to understand how to create this donuts and all. Okay. So for now, let us just create a simple pie chart. So region wise, sales, and use a pie chart. We'll increase the size of this a little bit. Entire view, turn on the data labels. Okay. Now here what you are able to see, just give me a minute. Here what you are able to see, we have the total sales. We don't want total sales. We want to see the contribution. We want to see what? Contribution. Okay. So to see the contribution, we want percentages here. Percentage. Also the name of the region. So you have to get the names, you have to use this label card, right? So drag and drop region, drag and drop sales. But again, this is the number, that is total sales in west, total sales in central, total sales in east, total sales in south. You want to see the percentage. So what you can do, quick table calculation, right? So on this drop down, you have this calculations, so percent of total. So you are able to see that 31% of total sale is coming from west, 21% is coming from central, 29 from east, 17 from south, right? So regional contribution in sales. So region wise, Okay, so this is region wise sales contribution. Got it? So category wise, subcategory wise, we have added. We've seen the sales trend. This is region wise contribution. Okay, now we want to, because this is operational dashboard, we want to we want to keep on monitoring all the fields, right? So we might want to keep check on the country wise, country is only one, USA. So state wise sales also, how the sale is in each state. So now we already know that state is geographical, right? So can we create maps from the state? Yes. How? Let us see. So we will use country and state and sales. And now we are going to create the field map. So here you are able to see the lighter the shade of blue, lesser the total sales. Darker the shade of blue, more the total sales, right? So this is total sales. Got it? For example, you want to see not total sales, you want to see the central tendency. So you might want to use average. So now you are able to see average is different, right? With respect to total, this New York and California were the highest. Most sale is coming from California and New York, right? But now, if you are looking at the central tendency, so you are able to see this particular state. I don't know how to pronounce this. Wyoming, maybe. So this is the highest state from where average sale is highest. Maybe followed by Vermont, maybe followed by Nevada, right? Nevada, whatever it is. So yeah, that's it. Sorry for that. Yeah. Okay. So this is like state wise. Average sales. Okay. Now what do we want? This is not very intuitive. When we will see this on our dashboard, or our user or stakeholder will see this on the dashboard, they will not be able to just recall that which particular state was this. What is average is fine, but what is the average? What is the number? So you might want to use the label card. And here we will drag and drop the name of the state, right? Along with the average, right? So here also we will make a change, right? So this is the average sale and this is the name of the state. And this is how we can create the field map. Okay. Even if you want to change the background of the map, right? So for example, you want the dark theme. So as per the requirement of your dashboard, you might do this as well. So you are able to easily highlight in black background. The colors are easily able to highlight that this Wyoming is highest, having the highest average sale. Okay. So this we did state-wise average sales. Okay. Now, for example, we now want to find out what are the top customers, okay, with respect to total sales. Or let us not take customers, let us take products, top 10 products with respect to total sales. Highest sale is product ka hota hai, top 10 products with respect to sales, right? So we will take the product and sales. You are able to see this is sorting. You are able to see all products are there. We don't want to see all products. We want to see only top 10. So now we will drag and drop this. We will use this filter shelf, right? We'll drag and drop this product name in the filter shelf. And what do we want? Only top 10 by total sales. Click on apply, click on OK. So these are the top 10 products with respect to total sales. Okay, top 10 product with respect to total sales. So let us name this top 10 products with respect to total sales. Okay, so let me just quickly go through all the visuals that we have created. So here we are analyzing subcategory wise, category wise sales, total sales, and we have kept the bands, right? Sorry, not bands, reference lines, so that we are able to just compare the total sales with the average sales, right? We are able to compare it. So next we saw the trend in the sales. So sales trend. We have choose the line chart for the same. So we are able to identify that sale is gradually increasing, gradually following the increasing trend. Then this is region wise. What is the contribution in total sales? So this is region wise contribution. This is state wise. What is the average sale? So in which state is giving us the most average sale? These are the top 10 products with respect to total sales. Okay. So this are the few visuals that we have created. Next, let us try the few visuals, right? That is this. Let us try this bubble chart, right? So for example, you just want to find out which is the subcategory, right? Most total sales of subcategory, right? So you might use this subcategory sales and we will use this bubble chart. So bubble chart is showing us what? Larger the bubble, more the sales, right? So here you are able to see that if you just hover over, see, this is your tooltip, right? So you are able to see that almost phone and chairs is the largest, right? So this is the subcategory wise total sales, right? Fine. So okay, so this is subcategory wise total sales. Now, for example, what do you want to find out? So, what is the total sales? In short, KPIs you want to create. So, how to do that? Right? So, we will create a card. So, to create a card, you can use the calculated field. You can create the calculated field. So, this is total sales. And what is the formula for total sales? Sum of sales is the formula. Click on apply, click on OK. Right? And now drag and drop it here in the text. Right? So this is total sales. We will do few formatting so that we are able to see it as a card. Okay. So what formatting we are going to do is, first, it should have custom display in terms of this and not rupee, dollar, right? Custom currency. Okay, it should be middle aligned. It should be middle aligned, right? And here also we want the text like font of this would be 12, this would be 10. Let us make this bold and gray in color, and this might be bold but blue in color. So this is the preview, how it is going to look like. Click on apply, click on OK. Okay, and here we are going to change the alignment, middle aligned. Okay. In this card, we want background color. So we will again go to formatting. I showed you that if you want to apply font, alignment, shading, border, you can use this. So click on the shading. And on the worksheet level, we will apply this kind of shading. Right. So this is the KPI card, that is total sales. So whenever you want to create the KPI cards, right, for KPI cards, we are anyway going to hide the title. So title, let us keep it, right? So whenever you want to create the KPI card, you have to use the calculated field. You have to use what? Calculated field. Okay. So this is the KPI called total sales. Okay. And now let us do some analysis, sales analysis with respect to customer. Okay. So let us do that. So this is the ID of customers. And let us take sales, but as a text table, right? So here you are able to see the ID and sales. Okay. So here what we are able to see, just a minute. Okay, let it be. Chalo. So this is the customer ID wise total sales. We might want to have the name of customer as well. So this is the name of the customer and this is the total sales of customer, right? We might want to see the profit as well. So, right, this will come like this. If you want to do the setting, you can just double click and it will come side by side. You can adjust this, or then you have this text field. Then you have this text field, right? In which you can keep on adding. So this is sales, this is profit, this is total quantity, right? So you are able to see it's not really very much nicely aligned, right? So what you can do is, instead of using all this, we have something called measure values, right? So this is automatic generated fields, right? So what you can do is you can use all the fields that are present. We don't want count of orders. or people's or returns. We want the, I'll just show you this. We want the sales. We even don't want this. So whatever you want to keep, you keep. Other things you just discard. Okay. And you might want to do entire view. Standard also works, right? So you are able to see everything side by side, but not as a text table, right? But side by side you will be able to see. So when you want to see this type of table, which visual we are having? Okay, which visual we are having? We are having this type of visual called text table. Let us use that. Okay, so I showed you one way. Second way, this is not very. This works good. Fine, you can do this as well, right? But yeah, manually you will have to do all the things, right? So rather than doing this, what you can do is, and let us not use customer because it has got many values, or आपको highlight what I want to show will not be able to show. So let us use subcategory wise sales and profit for each and every year, right? And let us create the text table. Okay. So now, for example, we want first year. So year wise, side by side, you are able to see sales and profit. So this is now a report kind of thing. So if you want to create the text tables, so sales report, right? You want to create this kind of text table, right? You can create also. So this is our sales report, subcategory wise sales report. Okay. Now let us create a highlight table. So we want to analyze the sales across which subcategory the sale and with respect to order date, right? So we are easily able to highlight, right, that the sale was highest in high sale is almost highest in chairs, and this is the highest sale. This is called highlights table, right? Okay. So these are a few basic reports that you can create. That is fine. The visual that we are going to use on our dashboard. Okay, so let me know, guys. Are we comfortable till this? Let me know. Hello, everybody. You're able to understand? Okay. So, yeah. Let us do. Acha, wait. Okay. Okay. Thanks for the confirmation. Okay. So let us create a highlight table, right? But I'll show you how and how we want to highlight, right? So we want to find out not just numbers, we want to find out how much was the difference with respect to percentage sale with respect to previous year. So from 2020-21 May, if sale increased, then by how much percent? We want to see that type of table. Okay. So again, we are going to use order date, sales for each subcategory, and first of all, simple table. And here we want to see the percentage difference with respect to previous. So we will use this table calculation percentage difference table across with respect to previous. So here, now we are as 2020 does not have any previous data, right? So 2020 does not have 2019 data. So blank, that is fine. So now you are able to easily identify that in accessories with respect to 2020, there was 3.4% growth. Yes, guys, are we clear on this? Everyone? Same thing you can use in highlight table as well. So highlight table will be more intuitive. So because of this, right, grade area, I was not using that, right? So we'll have to do few customization to discard this. But yes, if this is the case, you are easily able to highlight that almost 2023, the percentage difference with respect to previous year, it's decreasing, right? Sale is decreasing. Yeah. 2022 was the best year, right? And what is the percentage decrease? So this much is the percentage decrease. We are able to easily highlight that. Okay. But for now, what we will keep is we will keep the simple text table only. Right. So each and every year, what is the percentage difference with respect to previous year, right? So percentage difference in sales with respect to previous year. Okay. So right. So this is your text table, guys. Okay. So this many visuals we have created, KPI we have created, right? And this is not required. This is just for showing you. So I'll just delete this highlight table rehne dete, right? And this is the percentage difference. Okay. So let me know if there are any queries to be addressed. What we are going to do tomorrow is we are going to plug all these things on our dashboard, and we are going to just customize the dashboard. Okay. We are going to plug all these things on dashboard. We are going to customize the dashboard, and we will see the story as well, how to make story for presentation. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Drop your queries in the chat box if at all we have, guys. Percentage difference, Shiva Kumar, you want to see? So what you can do is you can use order date, subcategory, sales. Now you want to create a text table. So this is simple text table showing the total sales. Now you want to, this is simple calculation already available. There is an option called table calculation where you can set all the calculations. So here calculation type is percentage difference from. You want to calculate across, right? Not a vertical across, right? So table across relative to previous. So 2020 21 minus 20, 22 minus 21, 23 minus 22, like that. Okay, so this is what you will set. Once you do this, you are done. I believe that's clear. Yes, okay. Harshini, tomorrow is the last session. Anything else, guys? Let me know, everybody. Hello, is it done? You can just ask any queries if you have, guys. This is subcategory wise category sales. Afreen, you want to ask anything? You can drop the query in the chat box. Yes, Shiva, you can create the visuals both in Power BI as well as Tableau. So Power BI and Tableau both are first offered by two different companies, two different organizations. Tableau and Power BI are the most widely used products for data visualization. Majorly in industry, Power BI is used because of cost. Power BI is lesser or less costly than Tableau, cost effective. But performance wise, Tableau has more op- performance operational capabilities compared to Power BI. So based on the company's requirement, so if they have constraints on budget, they might want to go for Power BI. Budget, if not, is the constraint, but they are using voluminous data and performance is the key factor for them. They might want to go for Tableau. I believe, Shiva, I'm clear on this. Yeah. Of course, they are two different products. So there are few more differences, but these are the most two major difference where company takes up the decision. Maheen, Taj, if you want to ask any question, please drop it in the chat box. You've raised the hand. You're welcome, Shiva. Okay, so no more queries. Okay, fine. So that's it from my side. Let me stop sharing my screen.
Tanvi ma'am, I hope you are done with the session and also the queries which students asked.
Yes.
Okay, great. So students, I have shared the attendance link again on the chat. Kindly mark your attendance without any fail. As tomorrow is the last date for the session, like tomorrow you will be having a test. So whatever the classes which you have took from first day to till now, you will be having a test. Okay. So test will be for 50 marks. It will like 8 o'clock to 8:40 or I say 8:15 to 8:45 like that. Like 30 minutes of test. We will let you know by tomorrow. Anyone has any doubt to be asked? If any, kindly text on the chat. I will reply for that. We'll wait for 2 minutes. Then we'll wind up. Test marks is for 50 marks. So the test will be for MCQ questions. So some are asking about the certificate. Certificate within 10 working days, within 10 to 15 working days, you will receive your certificate for your registered mail ID. So whatever the mail ID you have registered in ExcelR, with the same mail ID, we will share it. You have to wait at least for 10 to 15 working days. Immediately you will not receive. And there is one question from Harshini. Do we get the certificate only if we pass the test? No, it's not like that. But still, test is also important because for your knowledge, whatever you have studied, right? So we have to check that knowledge. So test is important, but it will not affect for your certificate. Only 60% of your attendance will be effort for your effect for your certificate. So the recording will be already visible on your LMS dashboard. So you have one dashboard, right? In that there is a link. You can watch the recordings every day from there. So it is not like you have to log in Mahentaj as usual daily. However, you will join for the session, right? As the same at 7 p.m. you have to join for the session. At 7 to 8, 8:15, you will be having a regular class. Only from 8:15 till 9 o'clock, you will be having a test. So by tomorrow at 7 p.m. only, you have to join the session. I hope you understood what I told. Okay, guys, I'm sharing the attendance link again on the chat. Kindly mark your attendance. If you're all done with your attendance, you can just leave the session. So we are done for the day. So if you all mark the attendance, you can drop the session. I'm sharing it again. Okay, I hope you all marked your attendance. I can see the people are exiting the meeting. Fine, we'll wind up for the day. Thank you all. Good night. We'll see you again by tomorrow. Thank you.